And we been waiting. For this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. It's Western Conference against the Eastern Conference here in Minnesota, where the Timberwolves will try to protect home court. This, of course, being game one of the season, is their first look at Atlanta. They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Prince and Muscala holding down the forward spots. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Duncan. And it's Kittles in at the 2.
Boy, how bright is the future for Karl Anthony Towns. The guy's already putting up 25 and 12 in his second year. This guy led every big man in double-doubles last year. He dominates every category you want a big man to impact.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And Butler, here we go. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Butler's got his first points of the game.
Here's the one thing, you know, off the ball, Butler is good, but with the ball in his hands, turn the lights out.
Passes it to Kittles, fires for 3, drains it from beyond the arc. Kittles has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And talking about Towns, Doris, in his double-doubles last season, ended up being 3rd overall amongst all players, trailing only Westbrook and Harden. Not bad company at all.
Well, yeah, there's no question. It's amazing to me, Kev, how easy Karl Anthony Towns makes it look. He puts huge numbers up on a nightly basis, and to be honest, he's going to be regarded very soon as the best big man in the league.
And Bogut slams it in.
You love to have a 5-man who can handle the basketball like this. Bogut just a load to stop on that drive.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Schroeder. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does.
Well, just one of those guys, Bogut, right? A great help defender, can also defend one-on-one.
Teague, the pass to Bogut. Towns kicks to Teague. Butler on the way. And he converts the layup.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
And here's Schroeder. Kicks to Duncan. Prince in the corner. Dishes to Schroeder. Feeds it to Duncan. It doesn't go for him. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Screen by Bogut. Teague dishes to Towns. 6 to shoot. Right wing. Over Duncan.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
No good from Bogut. Schroeder with the ball. Now defended by Muhammad. Prince outside. Rebound, Minnesota.
Boy, they wanted to hit the ground running today, but it hasn't happened. Just 1 for 5 from the field.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Towns with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. That's tipped, and the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on the block, but also got the body, so some free throws coming up right now. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Boy, when you watch Cat play out there, you can forget exactly how young he is. The poise and manner of a 10-year vet, and very aware of what is happening on the court.
They need this, and stolen by Jeff Teague. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Butler kicks to Bogut. Towns in the corner. The three. Another miss by Towns. For Atlanta, they come in off the loss to the Heat in Miami. Duncan with the screen for Schroeder. The pass to Kittles for 3. That shot off. And Minnesota now the other way. Butler kicks to Teague. Bogut with a screen on Schroeder. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Towns kicks to Teague. It's stolen by Schroeder.
This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
A moment here to see the stats for Butler. Coming off a terrific season. 5th in steals, 14th in scoring, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And as you pointed out, he was top 5 in steals last season. Just a lethal combination of great physical ability and acute mental preparation. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Jones drives in. Jang with a clean look. Offensive rebound. Higgins outside. It's Crawford on the wing. He kicks it to Gibson. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Gibson's got his first points in this one. The Hawks trail by 11. Bazemore on the wing. To the right side. Bellinelli for 3. Atlanta again missing. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-3 run. Crawford outside. Back to Jones from deep. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Atlanta's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Bazemore with it, now guarded by Gibson. And Gibson sends it back.
Boy, Gibson's so good at timing these rejections. Twice on the pipes from Taj.
It's Crawford on the wing. Bellinelli is covering. Jones, no one around him. Picked his pocket. And here's the fast break. Here's Delaney. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
Whereas here we are, opening night. Wins and losses didn't mean much in the preseason. Talk about the shift now and mindset as we're set to start another season now that everyone is playing for real.
Well, there'll be a different level of focus. Certainly it'll be in sharper perspective. The game will become more physical. You might see some nerves early too, Kevin, but now that there is something at stake, you can better believe the attention of these guys is standing sharp and at attention.
And how about us as broadcasters? We love this night.
Opening night butterflies are inevitable for everyone involved.
Now Bazemore. after the missed three from Jamal Crawford. And Ilyasova kicks to Dedmon. 1:25 left to play in the first quarter. Great D that time from Gibson. Crawford outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marco Bellinelli. That is his first foul of the game. 1:15 left to play here in the first. Here's Crawford. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Well, with this break, let's check out just how the rebounding has been divided up in this game between the front and backcourt for the Timberwolves.
And their big men are getting the majority of the rebounds. You like all 5 guys boxing out and getting on the glass, but at the end of the day, that's their role to control the board.
Now here's Bazemore. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Wiggins drives in. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jones for 3.
You got it. Come on.
It's Jones on the wing. Wiggins outside. Back to Jang. Looking for Gibson. He gets it there. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
Well, Taj Gibson has built his NBA game on his ability to rebound the basketball consistently. What a great nose for it he has.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Delaney, the pass to Ilyasova.
And you can see they're struggling from the field.
No good with the layup.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Crawford with the ball. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 14. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And a guy who seems to improve every season.
It's crazy because I've never thought that.
And hard to doubt the dedication of Jimmy Butler. He's found a way to overcome obstacles at each important point along the way.
You know, he's a self-made player. And if Butler can stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Timberwolves here, guys.
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
You love that they're making the offense work, right? Making every single thing they try to do hard.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Ilyasova out there with Kent Bazemore. Then there's Bellinelli. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Delaney in at the point. Now here's Crawford. Clock at 6. Wiggins outside. No good with the triple. The Hawks trail by 11. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. That cuts the lead to single digits. Schroeder's got his first bucket in this one.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
I mean, how does he get that shot off? I mean, he had to angle that perfectly to get past the defender.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Hawks passing it around. Kittles. And the 3 off target.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The Hawks trail by 11.
And the Hawks in the last couple seasons with some roster turnover, established veterans departing, and now with Millsap leaving, they have embraced a complete rebuild.
Now here's Prince. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. He gets it in there.
And defensively, just giving up the high percentage look down low.
Not a lot of aggressiveness from the defense right there. You didn't put up enough fight early to keep him from scoring in the post.
Crawford missing again. And the Hawks traded Howard and lost Paul Millsap in short time. So the rebuild, it would appear, is on for Atlanta.
Yeah, and it seems like they feel good with how they've approached it. You know, you got to commit to turning things over and starting anew. And the Hawks have taken the first steps to building towards the future. Now, great look on that, just a little out of rhythm.
Yeah, he looked like he forced that a little bit. Just needs to take his time. Got to make these shots right now.
Now here's Duncan. Gibson with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. There's Crawford with the three. Crawford with another miss.
Well, despite his struggles from the field in this period, you know he's going to keep asking for the basketball.
Schroeder dishes to Duncan. Back to Schroeder. And the rejection by Zhang.
Well, the timing, a very natural aspect of what Gorgui Zhang does on the defensive end. He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Schroeder kicks to Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
And you can blame it on a terrible defensive breakdown, one that could possibly swing the momentum here.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here's Schroeder. Now the feed to Prince. And Muscala has it in the corner. Back to Prince. 6 on the shot clock. It's Schroeder with the drive. And Duncan gets it to go in.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Outside, Jones. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Pass to Gibson. There's the dish to Zhang. Buries the long-range jumper. Zhang's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's probably been a higher ceiling than people expected. Gorgui Zhang developing his offensive skill set quickly, now adding some range to the repertoire.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Karl Anthony Towns was voted by GMs last season as the player they most want to build a franchise around. But he is not resting on his laurels. He said, "I work hard on my game. I want to be the strongest player, the most intelligent player, and the most skilled player on the court at all times." Kevin?
Thanks, David. That work ethic will definitely help Towns get better. He's already a dynamite player. The Hawks shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
You know, with the influx of talent that the Wolves have had the last handful of years, they feel a pressure to win. Fans are wondering when all that talent will mature. Expectations are being raised for this group.
Now here's Wiggins. Looking for his first basket still in this one. The 15-footer. Not enough on that one as it misses. And the Timberwolves, Doris, with the longest playoff drought in the league.
Well, and Kevin, I think you have seen tremendous growth with this team the last few years. But remember, they're in the unforgiving Western Conference. I think they believe the infusion of veteran talent gives them an opportunity to make the leap and get to the postseason.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And a change for the Hawks. Delaney's checked in. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
This, to me, is how Butler hurts you. The athleticism, the strength, the body control, draws the whistle, still finishes the play.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Rumors about Butler being traded from Chicago were circulating last season. Draft day comes around, and the Minnesota Timberwolves made their move, Greg, to acquire him.
Yeah, and the more you look at it, the trade looks great for Butler and the Wolves. Reunites him with Coach Thibodeau. Joins an incredibly young core in Towns and Wiggins, and the sky's the limit, I think, for this young Wolves team. And let's quickly take a look at some stats for Teague. A very nice season for him last year. 7th in assists, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Delaney kicks it to Bazemore. Back to Delaney. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jeff Teague.
Yeah, easy call.
As a former point guard at Providence Doris in college basketball, you had to initialize plenty of different plays, work within different styles and schemes. Is there a particular offensive scheme that you prefer beyond others?
You know, when I was a kid, believe it or not, though I'm an East Coast kid, during the Lakers and Celtics era, I was actually a Showtime fan. I love the fast pace, their ability to get in transition, the spectacular James Worthy being fed so perfectly by the incomparable Magic Johnson. I am much more a pace and space fan than I am a grinded out player. You know, I'm a Knicks fan by heart, and though I love the success they had in the 90s, I would say that the style of play today is much more appealing to me.
It is. It's so attractive to watch movement and fluid basketball and sets that run with precision. It's great to watch.
Poetry in motion.
Yes, well said.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Delaney, the pass to Dedmon. He dishes it to Bazemore. And it's sent back by Bogut.
Oh, good extension by Bogut. He, of the monstrous wingspan, also did a really good job timing that shot. That's nice.
Now, here's Teague. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Towns against Ilyasova. Towns kicks to Bogut. Rebound by the Hawks. Dedmon's got his third rebound on the night. That's good from Teague on the assist by Bogut. Teague's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now here's Bazemore. Muhammad covering. Pass to Ilyasova. Hawks passing it around. And Bazemore kicks to Ilyasova. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The kick out to Teague. Bellinelli pulls it in. The Hawks trail by 9. Here's Delaney from downtown. A shot by Bellinelli. No good. Now here's Muhammad. Outside Teague. From the top of the key. And so it's Minnesota in control. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny and a favorite. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They lead by 9 points. How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
They did an awesome-orific job. That's right, Ernie. Awesome-orific. That's awesome and terrific together. Anyway, they did a...
And that is just...
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. You look at Jimmy Butler. Atlanta with the ball. 9-point game. Teague runs the point with Butler at his side. They're the backcourt. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Bogut, and it's Muhammad in at the 3. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Here's Bazemore. Here's Dedmon. It's stolen by Bogut. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Ilyasova.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleash chaos moment. They get it again. Dedmon's shot is off.
Boy, that's exactly how you have to play defense when he's driving the lane. You cannot give him any space.
T kicks to Butler. To the left side wing. Here's Towns. Another miss by Towns.
Well, it's not the defense that caused that miss. That one's all on him.
Here's Delaney. T covering. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, his value to this team on both ends. Not many guys can defend the perimeter and the rim the way Towns can.
The Hawks shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And if there's one thing the Hawks have hung their hats on, it's been their defense.
Very disciplined across the board. They take charges, they protect the paint, they do a great job with their communication. And even though they get their share of blocks and steals, I think they do a great job of avoiding those cheap fouls.
Butler, no good.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
They've got to start working for better shots. Just 1 for 4 in the second half so far.
Here's Delaney. He feeds it to Ilyasova. And Bazemore kicks to Delaney. Clock at 4. Here's Dedmon. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Dedmon's got 5 points now this quarter. Timberwolves leading by 6. Outside Teague. There's the pick. Pass to Towns. Over Ilyasova. Rebounded by the Hawks. Dedmon's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Tough start to the second half. Just 1 for 5. Wow.
And Bazemore kicks to Dedmon. Count that one. And now just a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And the Timberwolves call timeout. And going into last season, Kent Bazemore commanding a salary in excess of $17 million. Greg, how did an undrafted player coming off his first starting season in the league get that kind of salary?
Timing is everything. Reflection of the market. Well, you remember he had that huge spike in the cap. It's also a bet on his upside and work ethic. And with Bazemore, you see that the dedication to improve is there, and that's what made the Hawks comfortable with the contract.
Now Bellinelli, after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. And Bazemore kicks to Dedmon. And he dunks it down.
Well, this here is a game. Good run to close the gap.
Yeah, they ramped up their intensity, forced good things to happen, and now they're right back in it.
Now here's Teague. Towns, the screen. Outside Butler. To the wing right side. Looking to end the drought. Towns, no luck.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Bazemore on the wing. Muhammad covering. One-on-one here. Here's Butler. Bellinelli pulls it in. The Hawks trail it. Fast break, the Hawks. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So it's the Hawks now. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Schroeder outside. Kicks to Prince for the lead. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Prince has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Towns, the screen. Teague dishes to Towns. The kick outside to Butler. Nailed from three-point land. Butler's got 12 in the game.
Boy, just tremendous confidence from distance. Jimmy Butler doing his part to stretch the defense.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, analytics has taken over the NBA, but Minnesota coach and president of basketball operations, Tom Thibodeau, says it doesn't tell you everything. He said analytics can measure a lot of things, but it's very difficult to measure drive. The magic is in the work. Kevin?
And Tom Thibodeau makes a good point, D.A. Analytics is certainly helpful, but it doesn't capture everything. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Towns in the corner. The kick outside to Butler. And another three for Minnesota.
Well, tremendous vision for a big man. One reason teams are reluctant to run an extra guy at Cat.
Feeds to Prince. Back to Schroeder. Over to the left wing. Muscala, the pass to Duncan. It's hauled in by Bogut. Bogut's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dishes it to T. Back to Butler. That doesn't go either for Butler. Towns with the steal. Bogut kicks to Muhammad. The pass to Teague. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Butler. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
My goodness, get right in his grill and force him to alter the shot. That's tough defense in the post.
And there's the call on Shabazz Muhammad. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. 1:37 left to play in the third. Wiggins against Prince. Shot clock at 6. Here's Duncan. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Taj Gibson picks one up. The Hawks have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. The free throw drops for Duncan. So he gets them both.
Timeout, timeout.
Well, there's no doubt that last season the major downfall in most games for the Timberwolves was their struggle on the defensive end of the floor, right? Too many holes in the perimeter, couldn't get stops when they needed them.
And here's a look at the stats for Dennis Schroeder. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 18 points a game last season. 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And with his ability to put the ball in the bucket, he has to be your primary focus defensively.
I think defenses plan to stop him, but very few succeed, Greg. And that's why he's his team's leading scorer.
Now here's Wiggins. Crawford outside. Down low, Gibson kicks it out to Wiggins. It's good from long range. Wiggins has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And this Minnesota roster has good defenders on it, Doris, but it's just a matter of getting all 5 players on the court to commit on the defensive end.
Right. Think about how young they have been, and focus at times can be an issue. You know, Coach Tom Thibodeau is not going to let that slip. This is a group that showed improvement as the season wore on, and they know they must be much better on the defensive end this season.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's Kittle, guarded by Crawford. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Well, he just gets ahead of himself and throws it away, right? You've got to have better focus than that.
Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Jones drives in. Crawford dishes to Jang. Rebound, Atlanta.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Schroeder passes to Muscala. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 4th assist in this one. It's stolen by Duncan. Muscala. No good there. The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 5. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Keep driving it. Get to the free.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. We've got Ilyasova. He's out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Bellinelli is out there with Kent Bazemore. And it's Delaney in at the point. Now here's Gibson. Atlanta with the rebound. Dedmon's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Delaney kicks to Bellinelli. And the rejection by Jang. And a wide-open look here for Wiggins. On the wing, Wiggins. Now here's Crawford, guarded closely. Wiggins left side. Shoots over Bazemore, and that one's good. Wiggins has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Timberwolves. Delaney kicks to Dedmon. Here's Delaney. The feed to Bazemore. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Wiggins. It's Crawford with the drive. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That'll be his second foul of the game. Wiggins dishes to Crawford. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
And the Hawks known for their equal opportunity drive and kick offensive style. But Greg, their three-point shooting percentage has cratered the last few seasons.
Yeah, and the way the league is going, that's something they'll have to fix. The free throw line, also an issue for this group. It's clear they're in search of more shooting.
Here's Jones following the basket by Tim Duncan. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Back to Jang. Just 5 on the clock. The tray bangs home the trifecta. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And that one's good. Duncan.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Outside, Jones. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And stolen by Prince. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
And even with the height disadvantage, he finds a way to convert.
Boy, you got to appreciate how confident he was in that instance. He doesn't allow the taller defender to stop him. He's saying, I'll take you on right now. I think you always have to be looking for the man in the middle, and he finds him with a great feed that time.
He's feeling it. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Hawks trail by 8. Schroeder, right side. Down low. Duncan, the pass to Muscala. Here's Kittle, guarded by Crawford. Here's Duncan, and the dunk by Duncan.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Jones against Schroeder. The dish to Wiggins. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
No doubt it's been a rough game for him. I don't think he's going to lose any sleep over it as long as they hang on to the lead the rest of the way.
Duncan drawing the double team. He kicks it to Prince. He gets that one. Now just a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Towns. Pass to Muhammad. Now here's Towns. He's covered by Muscala. And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, the defense has got to do more than that. Karl Anthony Towns embarrassing them.
Schroeder kicks to Prince. He dishes it to Muscala. Pass to Schroeder. He feeds it to Duncan. And it's sent back by Bogut. Muhammad against Prince. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That'll be his second foul of the game. Wiggins is checked in for the Timberwolves. Teague for three, and they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, a little too physical on that play. Tries to climb over the top of him and gets whistled for it.
Well, the aggressive attitude getting the best of him that time.
Prince against Wiggins. Out to Duncan. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Back to Duncan. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And that's 18 points for Duncan.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now Teague. To the inside. Bogut kicks to Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Schroeder. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That's good from Schroeder.
Definitely surprised they've been shooting their free throws well. Usually the opposite's the case.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Crawford's checked in. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Hawks.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Crawford outside. Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
Well, plenty of energy left for key situations. The young Andrew Wiggins, determined.
Butler against Schroeder. Passes it to Prince. Butler with the steal. He's all alone for the finish, and it's Butler with the jam.
My goodness, Jimmy Butler is so explosive. Half-court transition, it doesn't matter where it is.
Schroeder dishes to Dedmon. It's hauled in by Bogut. Bogut's got his 6th rebound on the night. Crawford kicks to Towns. Drills it from outside. And now a 9-point Minnesota lead.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
Here's Dedmon. Here's Schroeder, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. There's the foul. That's against Minnesota. So the first one drops, and that brings them within 8. He hits both from the stripe. 1:07 left here in the 4th quarter. Crawford outside. It's not going to go for him. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Here's Kittles. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. He hits the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. Both good from the line that time.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
There's 45 seconds left in the game. The kick outside to Butler. A 3-pointer off the mark. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Duncan with it. Now guarded by Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
It feels like that one could be the dagger. Not enough time to completely erase this deficit.
Well, Greg, it's going to be tough, that's for sure. A shot like that has to devastate the other team.
On the wing, Wiggins. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. All right, David, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA.